You come into this life with one foot still in the spirit world. You never really feel at home here, and the way people act and the things they do feels a bit foreign to you. You are a deeply spiritual person with a great intuition, and you enjoy subjects like philosophy, religion and ancient mysteries. Your mind is very analytical and is capable of great concentration and focus. You like to figure out how things work, but you are also attracted to the unseen, the hidden mechanics of the universe. Because you approach things from a very mental perspective, this can come off to others as you being distant, overcritical and cynical. You have to find healthy ways to ground yourself if you are to make an adequate living. You can be somewhat of a psychic at times. Your dreams can sometimes be prophetic. You have to learn to trust your intuitive hits. You can be somewhat of a recluse at times. You need a lot of time to yourself in order to process the things you take in on a daily basis. You see the world as unpredictable, random and messy at times. One of your challenges is learning to finish what you start. Although you feel things very deeply, you're not always good at sharing those feelings. Permanent relationships are a bit difficult for you because they don't allow for enough alone time, which is extremely important to you. Some born on this day prefer to sleep alone, because sleeping next to another person has a negative effect on their energy field. You act from a very instinctive level. You can be quick, cunning and clever, and never seem to run out of ideas on how to make money. Your inner guidance is always leading you in the right direction. You're so intuitive in fact that you could become a professional psychic, if not early on in life, definitely later in life. You have the gift of gab and you are quite the salesperson. You are a master at the art of persuasion. You like to be surrounded by the arts and entertainment fields because they both supply you with your daily dose of creativity, which is greatly needed. You do have a tricky side, something other people get to see after they've known you for a while. You look at this part of yourself as being fun and entertaining. You don't really look or act your age. After all, being creative requires that you hold on to a certain amount of youth. When it comes to work, you would do well with sales, anything creative, and anything to do with large groups of people. As far as relationships go, you like variety, change and constant stimulation. You cherish your freedom and relationships can get in the way of that. You do require a certain amount of love and affection, but you have a difficult time making the necessary changes within to ground yourself long enough to commit. It's a real challenge, but if the right person comes along you can definitely master it. Others may see you as a player at times, but that's just your fun, creative nature showing off. You do like to play and have a lot of fun, which can sometimes be difficult for others to manage. You are quite something. Because you were born under the astrology sign of Capricorn, you can be resourceful, ambitious, determined, very organized, realistic, canny, patient, witty, loyal, goal-oriented, strong-willed, efficient, hardworking, fearless, responsible, thoughtful and completely irresistible. But you can also be insatiable, never satisfied, rigid, hold a grudge, overambitious, moody, overcritical, stubborn, a social climber and very competitive. Here are some suggestions on how you can bring positive change into your life. Learn to trust even when it's not easy. Break your own silly rules. Learn to express your emotions more freely. Open your heart to others. Be flexible and adaptable to change. Let go of grudges. Learn to be grateful. Forget about your status. Share with others, and don't be so bloody competitive. And for God's sake, learn to be warm and affectionate. And most importantly, learn to love yourself and others unconditionally.